Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we will present about symbiotic relationship. This is the group member of this group. First is me, Nurin Atila binti Zulkifli 203322. The second one is Nur Amalin binti Wan Zamini 200994. The third one is Nur Sharihah binti Sahimi 203320, and the last one is Susanna binti Musa 201912. Now we will look at the species interactions. Species within a community develop close interactions known as symbiosis. Sym means together, bio means life. Therefore, symbiosis means living together and describes the close relationships developed between species. Symbiotic relationships will always benefit at least one organism involved.
Okay, my name is Nur Amalin, and I will tell you about types of symbiotic relationship. There are many types of symbiotic relationship, but there are three types of symbiosis that we always hear about, which are mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Other than these three types are cooperation, competition, and predation. So we have 6 types of symbiotic relationship. My friend and I will explain about types of symbiotic relationships in details.
Okay, now I will present about commensalism. Commensalism is a symbiotic relationship in which one species gets benefits while the other species is not affected. Okay, the example of commensalism, the first one is golden jackals and tigers. When tigers went for hunting, golden jackal will follow behind them at a safe distance, and the golden jackal will feed on the remaining prey that the tigers left behind. So from this relationship, the golden jackal can get free food, while the tigers didn't gain anything from the golden jackal. The next example is the remorse and shark. The remorse hates or ride and feed on the food scrap that left by the shark. And at the same time, the shark didn't bother nor affected by the remorse present. Okay, the next one is mutualism. Mutualism is a symbiotic relationship in which both organisms benefits from the relationship. And some of these relationships are so close that one species cannot survive without the others. Okay, the example of mutualism is termites and the protists that live in their gut. The protists will help the termite to digest the cellulose contained in the wood and release the nutrient that needed by the termite. And in return, the termite will provide food supply and a protected environment for the protists to live, which is in the termites' guts. The next example is bees and flowers. The bees will get nectar from the flowers to make honey, while the flowers are benefited by being pollinated by the bees. Okay, thank you.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is Nur Sharihah binti Sahimi. My matric number is 203320. So today I am in charge in presenting two types of symbiosis relationship, which is parasitism and competition. I will begin my presentation with one question. What is parasitism? Okay, parasitism is a relationship between two species which one species gain benefit while the other one is harmed. The species that gain benefit called as parasite, while the other that was harmed known as host. In parasitism, the parasite consumes nutrients from the host, resulting in a decrease in fitness to the host. In extreme cases, parasite can cause disease in the host body. Okay, there are two types of parasitism, which is endoparasitism and ectoparasitism. Endoparasitism is when the parasite live inside the host body, while ectoparasitism is when the parasite live on the host body. Example of endoparasitism is caterpillar and parasitic was egg. The parasitic was lay its egg inside the caterpillar, When the egg hatch, they begin to eat the caterpillar from the inside but avoiding vital organs. For ectoparasitism, the most common example of this is the head lice on humans. The lice will suck the blood off the surface, living off the host. The lice feed off the host, taking their blood away. Okay, let's move to the next type of symbiosis relationship, which is competition. Competition is an interaction between organisms that living together in the same habitat and competing for the same resources that are in limited supply. For example, water, food, and territory.
Competition can occur between organisms of the same species or different species.
Competition that occur between same species known as intraspecific competition, while competition that occur between two different species known as interspecific competition. An example of intraspecific competition is dog fight over a carcass. As we can see the image on this slide, two white dogs known as dog fight over a carcass. This is because carcass is resources that both of them need to survive. Okay, for interspecific competition, the example is lioness and hyena fight over its kill.
Cooperation. Cooperation is the process where groups of organisms act or work together for common or mutual effects. In evolution, cooperation is the process where groups of organisms work together for a common or mutual benefits. It is commonly defined as any adaptation that has evolved, at least in pack, to increase the reproductive success of the actors' social partners. Okay, for example, territorial crosses by male lions discourage intruders and are likely to benefit all contributors. This process contrasts with intra-group competition, where individuals work against each other for selfish reasons. Cooperation exists not only in humans, but in the other animals as well. The diversity of taxa that exhibits cooperation is quite large, ranging from zebraheads to pet bubblers to African elephants. Many animal and plant species cooperate with both members of their animal species and with members of other species. So, there is some examples of cooperation relationship, which are frogs protect spiders' eggs for shelter, and mids ants give caterpillar the royal treatment.
Next is predation. Predation is a relationship where one organism captures and consumes another. Predators is an organism that doing the capturing, while prey is an organism being captured. A predator's survival depends on its ability to catch its prey. For example, rattlesnake venom and spiderweb, while a prey's survival depends on its ability to avoid being caught. For example, camouflage, mimicry, physical or chemical defenses. That's all from us. Assalamualaikum and thank you.